Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to MineMogul. We're playing the Age of Steel update and things have gotten started. We've got some money in the bank. We're making a few things, but there are a couple of things that I missed, like going into the research and activating quests, which means that I've missed out on quests, and this is another one. We'll activate that. Heading down the line, this one's already in progress and close to being finished. Strangely, the rolling mill's also in progress. Anyway, it looks like we've got a few more to do before we get there, including the blast furnace. We've got 2 research tickets, so we can do something with that. And yeah, we've got to give this place a little bit more light and some more height. For now, we're getting everything going so that we can expand, because we're going to want to add a whole bunch more mines on. We're going to need better belts than we've got. We need to make this place look a whole bunch better. Anyway, there's a lot to do, so let's get stuck in. Right, so as you can see, we need gold ore and copper ore. So, for a start, I'm going to have to do a little bit of fiddling and break a little bit of stuff down that's going to affect all my belts. So, let me see, what can I do to get this ore through? I'll pull out my hammer, and I'll just start taking things down. Let's get the gold started first. Alright, so we're just going to drag a belt over, and we're going to plug this one in with a little ramp. Not that ramp, the next one. And that will bring gold ore in. And we're going to have to do the same with the copper. What is that? Something went wrong. Oh, right. Yeah, that's not going to work so well. I think it's going to end up clogging things up a bit. So let's get rid of that and throw a couple of belts in here. Just let that flow. We won't worry about the polishing. We're going to have to do the same with the copper. And to make less of a mess, I'll start this side. And we'll bring that belt through. And then in the last spot, oh dear, I'm out of those. Oh, wow. Bad timing. So, into the computer, ledge. That's the one I want. I'll just pick that up and we'll go and sort that out. The ledge can go where that polisher was and we can just pop it in. So good, the scavenger hunt thing will be done. I need to give it a broken drill bit. So we can take one of these and go and throw it in. I'll just drop it on a belt. Just like that. Alright, so that's the bit in. We are doing the ore, the copper ore is coming, the gold ore is coming. And the next thing will probably be the ingot, so we'll switch it back to what it was. And get that quest sorted out. Cool. Done. And now we have 4 research tickets. I'm not going to go into that just yet, but I do want to go, let's see, that is the next step. Crushed coal, 1200. Right, so we do actually need to crush coal. That means I'm going to change all of this again. So we take all of this out, and it's going to make a mess, but that's okay, I'll clean it up. Get our ramps in, going up. Come on, in you go. Crusher, rotate that, more ramps, and furnace. Right in there. So that's the copper reconnected, and then get the gold side reconnected as well. Make sure that's in the right direction. It is. And that's in. More ramps and smelter in. That is the gold in again. And just hop into the inventory, grab this and drop it down into here. Let's press C so that we have our headlamp on. Take out these 2 and drop the wrong way around. Like that. And then those ingots will be polished. Cool. Now we have to crush coal. Not too difficult. So we'll break out everything over here, get a couple of ramps, and I need to pick up a crusher quickly. So in here, machines, crusher, purchase, and pick up. And then we can just drop this in, rotate it, and there we go. We're going to have crushed coal now. Good. That's working. So if I'd been watching my quests, I would have noticed that there was one available and I could have unlocked it. Anyway, we need one more polished emerald. And hopefully that'll come through soon. That'll give us more research tickets. Then I have choices. And this is not working. Okay, I'm going to need to switch this belt out. So we'll take that one and we'll drop one of these in like that. And just fix all of this. And hopefully that sorts it out. Yeah, that should be better now. So the main thing here is to get through the quests. Okay, what the heck came through here? Looks like I got a bit of spillover from somewhere. There's a bit of slag in there. Oh, I wonder how that happened. It seems like something got mixed somewhere on the belts. These things happen. Right now we should be getting this all separated correctly. Yeah, that looks okay. Are we already done? Okay, let's activate this quest now so that it can actually get going. And that'll be 1200 crushed coal coming through. That'll be another research ticket. I'm not in any major rush. The money is building up. I know I'm going to need a lot of cash, so I don't mind letting these things happen. Ah, and here's our emerald. This is the last one that we need. Alright, so that beeping you heard earlier was a warning that something went wrong with the rollers. If you get slag through, or you get coal or normal ore through here, the rollers get dirty and then they don't polish for a while. But they are sort of self-cleaning. Anyway, there goes our emerald. And there's another 2 research points. Done. Super. Let's hop in here and see what new quests are available. Nothing yet. And I'm not going to do anything with the coal until we are finished with that coal quest. So I'm going to let that roll. I'm going to watch this work and I'll be with you in a moment. Well, while I was running around, I realized that I could actually go and buy a rolling mill. So let's go and buy the rolling mill. And there it is. And I'm just going to get one. And then we're going to set this up over on this side. And I think it's fast enough to handle everything that's coming out at the moment. So let's get this machine and we'll turn it that way. Now, is that going to work if I just turn it straight in? I think I'm going to put that over there and give a straight belt like that. And then I'm going to zip it back. Now, we're not going to be putting ingots through anymore. I don't think ingots are needed for any of the other quests. But the problem here is turning these belts. I'm afraid it doesn't like the turning very much. Yeah, these plates are going to do some funky things. So, yeah, we're going to send it back. I'll leave 2 spaces and then bring it back in here. This space that I left over here is for this. So, I'm going to remove that, grab a bend, send it that way. Another bend, send it in here. And now that I've got the polisher, I'm going to put that in over there. And let's see how this deals with it. Alright, it does seem to be working. So we're doing plates now. And we need 20 iron plates. And the money is still ticking up, so all good. Right, now I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we did unlock the Master of Iron quest. And that actually needs iron ingots. I've been unblocking this because there are too many ingots coming through for this roller to handle. So we've got a few, but yeah, we've almost finished doing the plates. So I'm going to change that once the last 2 come through. And I think those are them. So I'm going to grab these 2 out and put straight bits in and let those ingots get done. Oh dear, I've got one stuck over here. Yep, that's not coming out. It is wedged. Alright, well, we'll sort that out. And then these guys I'll just drop onto this belt very quickly. Just get them out of the way. And that is clear. Right, so we need 120 iron ingots. We finished the coal one. And we now have 8 research tickets. There's another diamond for that quest. And we also now have gold plates available. So let me activate that one. 80 gold plates. Alright, well, we'll change this around as soon as we've finished the Master of Iron. But I think it's time I started spending some research tickets. So let's head into the research. I want the shaker table. It is required for one of the quests. So we'll get that and unlock. The vertical bulk sorter I'm very keen on. But first, I want to get the T-junction, unlock that, and the merging conveyor, unlock that. Now I do want to get the walled conveyors. That's 2. I'm going to unlock that. And then the vertical bulk sorter, unlock that. And we're down to 1 more point. Is there anything that I desperately need? Not really. The basic conveyors, basic roller conveyors could be nice. But I think for the next line, I might use the hoppers. They could be helpful. Yeah, I haven't decided yet, so we won't spend it just yet. But now that we have a few new items, let's go and have a look at them. So under machines, we have the shaker table. And I'm going to get 2 of those. The vertical bulk sorter, I think I might get 2 of those as well, just as a start. Not going to worry about the ore analyzer or the rod extruder just yet. So let's buy that. And now that we don't need the coal so much anymore, I am going to do something cool over here. But we are going to need height. And we're also going to need to get rid of the crusher. I don't think we need crushed coal anymore. So Let's take this out. Didn't pick up all the stuff. Let's go and get it all. I'm going to leave that ramp there and then get rid of a few more. I know I'm making a mess. It's okay, I'll clean it up. So, the shaker. And I want this to have some height. Oh wait, that's not the shaker. Let's go to our inventory. There's the shaker, and we'll put that over there. And there's the shaker. And that can go, come on, in over there. Oh, there. Okay, so that's going in. This needs to come up again. We're going to need a straight belt underneath it first. So we'll rotate that. And then a ramp. And a ramp. And let's just see how this one works. So there are 2 spaces. Right now, this is doing what for us? I know we need 2 of them. Right now, this is just crushing. And we're still getting mainly crushed coal through. It needs to be crushed again. And maybe it doesn't need to be this high. So if I go over here, take this one out, grab that shaker again and put it in over there. Yep, that goes in and that is falling onto the belt. Now hopefully we see some nice stuff come out of here. Okay, it's just disappearing the coal at the moment. But there's a chance now that I'm going to get some other items to come through. And those items are ruby gems. Alright, well we're going to leave that to work and have faith in the process. Let's start fiddling around with some other toys. So down in this area, I want to get something started down here because we have the vertical bulk sorter. And these are pretty cool because they sort huge volumes and they can also go up quite high. So I'm tempted to do a few of them. Can I? Wonder if I could fit another 2 in there. Maybe. So the idea here would be to have maybe 3 of these or 4 and then have individual items. So like everything that comes from iron mines to come into one, split the ore and the coal, and then in the other port the gems will fall through for each of them. So we'll need iron, copper, gold. I don't think there are any other ores. So I'd need another one of those. Yeah, I'm just starting to plan the kind of major factory layout. So we'll get another one. They're pretty expensive, but money is not something I'm having a problem with at the moment. And I'm thinking, is this going to be high enough? Probably. We'll keep the incoming lines on the side sort of out of the way. Copper's going to come from this side. Doesn't look like there's too much of a chance of getting it around the back of the elevator, so that might have to come through this way. And if there's other copper around somewhere else, then I'll just feed it into that same belt. All right, let's do this. I could go higher. I don't think I need to, though. And I will need platforms so that I can see what the heck is going on. Maybe is that unlocked yet? Building. No, they are not unlocked. So let's hop in here. And basic scaffolding is what I want. It takes 1 ticket. I have 1. There we go. Now I can come in here and get myself a bunch of 1x1s, maybe a couple of 1x2s, and some ramps, and buy that. How are we doing over here? Nothing falling apart. Right, that quest is finished, so now I need some more. So now I need some gold plates. I'm going to change this back to where it was. So we'll take that out, put that in, and let the plates happen again. We need 80 polished gold plates. Alright, we'll just let that go. And I also want to buy myself some lights because it's super dark back there. So, lamp poles. Yeah, let's get 10, 11, 12. Purchase that. And we can just pick everything up. Good. Ooh, there's a couple of spots here. Those are iron. I think maybe we'll do a light there. And so there's some more over here. Light there. Just get this place nicely lit up. And that one, and there are more. That's coal, and that's another iron. Okay, that's kind of lit up a little bit better. Oh, we also now have access to the casting furnace. And that is going to be very good. So under machines, there's the casting furnace. Good grief. 32,000. All right, well, I'm going to have to save up for a bit because that's going to take a while. And then we got to buy the molds as well. Okay, well, we'll hold off on that until we can afford it. That's why you take it easy, and you see what I mean about the mess? Too much going through. It's a bad setup, but it's serving its purpose. We also apparently did get the 5 ruby gems. So that's also done. Alright, well, let's go and see if there's any other quest unlocks. These are done. Okay, so that one's the polished gold plates. That's in progress. And we have to, yeah, to do that, we have to buy the casting furnace. And then we get into steel. Oh, that's going to be good. Now, fortunately, it does look like these are... Well, hopefully they're not going to fall into this hole too much. Let's see if I can pick any of them up. Yeah, chuck them on the belt. Yeah, I got everything that isn't wedged. And we're going to throw that in. Yeah, I think I got most of the mess out from under there. Right, back to planning layouts. We're also going to need splitters because I think I've got the merger now. So I can put like iron, coal, copper, coal, gold, coal. Something like that. Maybe I'll do it the other way around since the gold is right here. Have the gold, copper, iron, and then each of them will have coal coming out. That coal needs to come into a single line and then split because some of it will be needed for the casting furnace. And this might have been a bit of a mistake in the layout. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's see where I can build belts up to. So yeah, that is the closest line. So all of these need to move over just slightly. So we'll take that down, and that, and grab this, and I wonder if I should maybe take it a little higher. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, we'll do it there, and then this one can come out, and we'll put that one there. Okay, so gold can come out here. Or actually, you know, I could have left it where it was because we could have put coal on this side and then just run that around the back because it's going to probably go out this way. Means I have a couple of bits to get out of the way over here. Now, I have seriously been thinking of elevating everything very early and having high belts. The problem with the high belts is that you also land up with very high support pillars. So if you put that there and you put that there, you see the support pillars don't look very cool. But there is an option and I have a research ticket. So let's hop into the research and I want to test out the supports wrench. So we'll unlock that. Hop in here, go to tools, supports wrench, buy, and then pick it up. And let's see what this does. Oh, I see. So that actually removes supports and it allows... Oh, okay. Well, I know what I'm doing now. So yes, all the incoming lines will be high, but then they've got to drop down and do stuff in this area. I wonder if we can put a crusher in underneath the... Oh, I got it exactly at the right height. So I could do the crushing over here. I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to need hoppers to drop things onto the belt, the gems and whatever else is coming through. Drop those onto the belt, and then the coal will have another belt, and that's probably why I need a hopper. So we're going to rotate those backwards, and then we're going to merge them into a line coming through down here. The gems, I am not sure what I'm going to do with yet, but I do need a couple more crushers. I know I have crushers there. I don't know, I might have use for them in the future. So we'll get 2 more and purchase those. Oh, and it does look like I can finally afford a casting furnace. So let's grab one of those. 32,000. Oh boy, there goes all my money. And we can grab those. All right, in the inventory, let's switch things around a little. This will be a crusher coming out this way and there. Now these crushers work pretty quickly, so I don't think they'll get jammed up. Let's have a look at this casting furnace and see what that's all about. So if I put it down over here, it has a coal input. It has the, oh, this is where those molds go. And then obviously the ore comes in from the top. And I believe that this makes steel with the coal, but you don't need coal for the other items, just for the steel. So if I've got iron over here, I could split the iron belt because there will be a lot more iron coming through than the other stuff. Split the iron belt into 2 of these. One of them will be fed with the coal that's coming around the back, which will also be split because that needs to go and make the gems with these shakers. Now, let's see if I can plant some belts. And I don't know if the coal should be crushed or not. And I still have the matter of getting the gems out. Yeah, I think maybe the gems I'll take out on that side. Somehow I'm going to have to get them across these belts or under them. So if I rotate the outputs on this, because we're going to have to bring it up to the height of that, which I think looks like about 2 ramps. I'm going to have to go and buy some more and then split that between 2 of these. Damn, I need a lot of cash. And I could actually have brought these back a little bit further even, just to give myself even more space down here. I could come back quite a lot further. Let's try. I think that's about the right height and line. About there. Or is that's too far? Yep. That is just a smidge too far. So about there. That should allow all three of them to go in. Might have to get rid of this piece of ore over here first though. And that one... Yeah, a lot of this game is about space. Okay, that is good. I've given myself enough room now. So there and there and there. Those are the crushers. Height. Yeah, height might be a bit of a problem. Let's have a look. Darn it, I need to move this forward a bit more. Although, you know, I can fit a belt in there. Alright, let's do some walkways. So we'll do these going all the way up to there. And they won't get in the way of the belts, I hope. And then I can start ramping them down so that I'm able to get up there. Oh, and I'm out. So back in here, a couple more of these. And we'll go and extend that ramp. This is probably going to change a bit as well. So that's to there. Now I can run up and I will be able to get potentially a belt to come through here. Yes, I can. With a bend. Yeah, I'm about one spot too far back. Oh man, that means moving everything again. I'm just trying to make this back end as tight as I can so that I have more space to do stuff in this area. And with that, I think that will work. And am I able to do something with the wrench with ease? Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, that's great. All right. Oh, that wrench is probably my favorite tool right now. So I'll be able to bring the iron in here, the copper in here, the gold in here. We'll split the coal from each of them. The coal will go on belts underneath. So the coal will go backwards. I had that one in the wrong place. So coal goes through backwards and then comes out this way. And then that does its whole split thing. We'll have the ore come out on ramps, which I've now run out of. So we go get some more. We'll just let's grab 10, 12 of them. We have a T-junction. That's a primitive splitter. Not really interested. We'll get a bunch of mergers. And then I might want to start looking at the walled conveyors to bring the resources in. Not going to do that just yet, but I am looking for a better splitter. And there's the smart splitter conveyor. That's somewhere. I have 2 research tickets available. Let's see if we can get to it. Smart splitter. There it is. And unlock. Nice. So we'll be able to split the coal. We'll bring this up, split it into 2. I should probably purchase these first, right? This is going to go up to there. Let's take this guy out. Load it up over here. And let's see how we can position this. So the coal will want to come in that side. And this is the output. If we have this as far over this way as possible, I need to leave space for the splitter on that iron conveyor. Yeah, the coal's going to have to come in. Little bit of a tricky one for the layout, because I still need to get a couple more of these in. Well, 3 more. Alright, so that is the splitter. I'm going to need to get some height so I can see what I'm doing here. If we rotate that, we're going to maybe need to bring it over... Oh wait, that's hold on. Oh, okay, so it's got lots of little different variations. I don't think this is the one I was looking for. That looks more like a merger. Okay, wrong one. I didn't actually buy myself... Yeah, I don't think I actually bought myself one of those splitters. So let's go and get that. Smart splitter, we'll need 2 of them at least. So I'll get those. And we can try this again. So there's the splitter. And that will go... Well, what variations do we have? Oh, actually... That's perfect. So that one can come around. We can belt, straight belt. We actually didn't even need a straight belt. Straight to a bend like that. And put that one that should feed straight in there. We can feed multiple belts into these because they're pretty big. And then the other one, I can get this machine and then flip it around. And then I just need to make sure that I can get this coal in here. We'll come around that way and bring that out there and straight line the coal. But I am going to need to split the coal and take that somewhere else. Fortunately, I have plenty of room to do that. So if I take the gems out and I merge them all somewhere, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 4 of these machines in here. I might need to bring it forward and then put it in tight over here. But I won't know until I have 4 of these machines. And that is a little bit of a challenge with money right now because they're 32,000 each. But it doesn't really matter. I think that is the center. So this one will merge. That can come through to there, turn, and that will then merge over here. Okay, so that'll be a merger. Then I don't know quite what I'm going to do with them from here. Unless I merge them and bring them all this way, and then bring them up over this, because I'm not going to be able to build much here. I'll have to build over the openings of these as well, because they fall out on this side. And they're going to immediately go backwards and around. Alright, I know this place is a bit of a mess. Yeah, okay, that's fine. These ingots are falling off. As long as they're going through to make plates, that's fine. This, like I said, it's not an ideal setup, but it's fine for starting off. I haven't checked out the quests for a bit, so let's see what we've got available. Master of Plates, copper, iron, gold, and steel. Alright, well, we can get that started. It's, there's nothing beyond that that is dependent on that one. So we can get the first 3 underway. I'm going to need to get the rod extruder, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. Alright, so this here will be potentially the line. Actually, I can go further over. So, yeah, this will, may not go that high, but it'll be the line for the gems. Can take this one out. That can go in there, and then straight bit, and then merges. And I'll put the merges in. And then we're going to have to get around this side and take all the coal out. So that'll go in. That will be a merger over there. So straight, straight. Problem is, yeah, I'm going to definitely need the hoppers, or the chutes, sorry, so that I can land them where they're supposed to be. Otherwise, they could jump belts. That'll be a merge, and then that'll be a merge into a bend. Alright, so that's the plan. And if I wanted to neaten up, I think I could probably bring this out. Yeah, and then rather just have a straight line going through here. And then somewhere here, there will need to be a splitter, because I'm going to need to get the coal out. Maybe I'll have the splitter over here, and then just bring the coal through this way. That's a possibility. Well, the good news is, I have enough money to go and buy myself another furnace. So, machines, and that's the one. Wow, it's expensive. And we can pick it up. And now we can kind of gauge how this is all going to work. Okay, so if I put this one down, like, I'm going to have to flip it. Can I flip it? I think that is a no. I can't flip this. And I wouldn't be able to fit 4 in anyway. Oh, bugger. Huh. Well, I might have to rethink how I'm doing this. So if I put that one there, I won't need the coal input. Yeah, now I don't suppose it matters which side the coal goes in on, does it? Because these aren't going to use coal. And I'm as far over as I can go over here. These will be the outputs. I think, yep, I think I have to bring them forward. So let's try doing this. How far over can I go over here? Oh, I need to rotate that. I have space. How's that? Can I get a belt through here? I think I might be able to. It's going to be a bit tight going forward from here, but it can be done. And I'm losing a couple of blocks. That's fine. I think that will allow me to put 4 of them side by side. So let's take that one down and put it next to this one with everything pointing forward. Oh, wrong place. Take it down again. And that will be like that. And if I bring that to there, can I get belts in? I can. That will be there. I'll delete this one. Straight belt through. And that will be a splitter so that I can continue coal out in that direction. Super. Actually, let's put that splitter in right now. I think I've got the position right. I didn't actually need to move those sorters so far back, but it's fine. They can live there. And then I'm going to reposition some lines. This one is fine. That one can go and drop straight in there. That will be doing the iron. This will be doing the steel. So I can put that one in like that. One more. Bend that. I need to get up there. So that'll go there. And 2 straight bits. Cool. Right, I hope I'm going to have enough space to do everything I need over here. Space gets used up super quick. Anyway, we have some ramps, so we can start prepping the next ones and getting all the belts ready to go where they need to go. There we go. Then I'm going to need to also get the molds for these. So I think I could probably start already with the iron and steel, to be honest. I mean, I can set it up as a completely separate system. And I'm not going to mess around. We are going to go for the walled conveyors. So get a bunch of those. Walled straight conveyors. We've got, let's go with 40. Corner conveyors, let's go with 12 sloped. Yeah, we're going to need a few of those. So we get 20 of them. Man, look how much that's already costing. And then I don't have the walled merger. So we'll get that. Let's see. We have no tickets available. Darn. And there's the walled merger. I would need at least 3 more tickets to get that. So be it, we can get started anyway. Oh, and I'll grab a couple of extra miners. So we'll get the cheap miners. That's all we have at the moment. And I think I'll start with the locations over on this side. Right, so let's grab those miners. We're not going to use the walled ones too soon. Not going to be that much coming out of these. That's going to go that way, that's going to go that way. It's a nice easy line. The walled conveyors will be at the top. So let me start working downwards from there so that I know what the heck I'm doing. So if we have that there, and we'll put a bend in from that side, those will come around, and they'll come up and tie in over here. Well, now it's just going to be a bend, like that. And then others coming from everywhere else can just sort of join in this line. So then I need these. And they need to rotate, and that will come down. And there's space here that there's more miners over here. I'm going to do that. And those ones can come through around here. That's good. For this, we'll just use simple ones. So, oh, wait, before I do that, let's just turn these off before they make too much mess. Some housekeeping around here. And I suppose that one can go. It doesn't need to, but it's going to. We'll bend this one out like that, and then that one can go there, and this can just go straight through. It'll pick up everything coming out of that miner, and that looks lined up. So we'll bring that through, and now I am out of bends, the regular bends anyway, and I'm out of straight bits as well. So walled. We'll just do some walled ones here. I suppose it'll be fine because we do have a couple that we can bring down and link into this line. And that can go in there. And then we're going to need to grab ourselves a few pieces of stuff. So we'll need a piece of coal, a piece of iron. We'll also need to get some crushed coal and crushed iron sooner than later. So let's take these up. And for this one, yep, the iron will go in there. Nope, it won't because it's sitting stuck. There we go. I can grab the coal, run that up. And that will go into the other basket over there. All right, and then we'll have to get a piece of crushed coal and crushed iron. And that means that the iron will come out, it'll go in there, the coal will come out. And for now, it looks like it's just going to be this section. So that can go. And I need to go and pick up some more conveyors. So a bunch of straights and a few bends. And it looks like I'm struggling on the slopes a bit, so just a few of those, and maybe a few ledges for now. And not to forget to pick them up. So this will be a bend. For now, it will only take the coal into... Whoa, hold on. It's not playing games. Like that. It'll only go in there for now. Then we'll get a straight bit, connect that. I think that is everything pretty much sorted out. And for now, this one will just go out that way. Yeah, we'll get the others merged in when we're ready to do them. Right, let me just make sure that I have everything connected up properly. Got the splitter. Ah, yes, there are a couple of things that I still need, and those are in here. And I think it's under machines. There's the casting mold. I don't know how many I need. I'm going to get 4. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but yep, we'll find out. And then I need to pick them up, and you pick them up individually. And wow, you got to drop them like this. So okay, there's no indication of where they go. So if I put that there, oh, there you go. And that there, And then grab the other two like that. Drop one there and one there. And I'm going to assume that they're going to come out as... I hope nothing comes out of here. Can I press this to disable it or something? F? Eject mold. Oh, okay. So that's all we can do. We can just eject molds. I'm not sure what happens to this though. This is actually quite nice because you can do one that goes down the plates and pipes route, and the other one the rods route. And then there are gears apparently coming as well. I don't know what the gear thing is. Oh, there it is. Gear mold. And it's still locked. And there's a double ingot casting mold. Wow, 24,000. That's insanely expensive. I wonder if these couple down here need to be walled. Just so that they don't bounce onto the other belt. I don't know if that's going to help, but, you know, I'm willing to try. So the middle one goes forward and that one goes the other way. Yeah, and then we're going to need to get the gems out. So those will go that way. Then I do need a merger. So we'll grab the merging conveyor and put that in. Just duck through here and rotate and rotate. That was not right. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, good. I like those variations. Very, very nice. And for now, I suppose the gems can just go up here in a big pile. I should merge the other ones in. Hang on. Did I miss one? Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, so this comes in, that merges, it goes up, and it just creates a big pile of gems. So that's our start. Let's see if we can make some money out of this lot. For now, I'm going to probably just merge them all onto a belt and send them through. Although, they do want us to get a rod extruder. So maybe we can start doing some rods. Although, no, steel, we need plates. Let's buy that rod extruder anyway. There it is. It's 6,000. Wow. And we need copper rods. Oh, well. In the meantime, we do need steel plates. So what I may do here, merge this. Send them into a plate maker. We also need steel ingots. So actually, I shouldn't be merging them. Let's take one out like that, and we'll remove this, put that in. We'll let the plates go forward, and then we'll let the ingots go forward on one, and then the plates, let's see. Oof, this is a big machine. We can do that, and it looks fun. And how would we connect onto this? Oh, that's not going to be fun. Damn, I need to unlock the rollers. But we don't need to polish these. Let's just put this in and see how it works. And for now, we'll just drop it onto this line with that. And then we do need plates. So I'm going to have another one coming in here and conveyors. In fact, I'm going to do that with the iron as well. I am a bit concerned about what's going to happen here because there's no mold in there. I don't know if that's going to become a problem. If it is, I'll just get more molds, and then later on I'll get the gear mold, take those out and put them into the other two. But I'm quite keen on seeing what happens if this is empty. Alright, well, let's turn those two miners on and see how much of a mess we're going to make. So that one is on, and this one's going to give us coal and iron, which is perfect. So turn that one on, and then we're going to see. Now this system should be able to handle quite a lot of input. Because once we put them through these separators, the numbers come down. So we won't have a lot coming through here. Maybe on the iron side eventually. And we can upgrade these to walled. Oh, and I am going to need the crushed stuff. So let's grab a piece of crushed. I'll see if I can jump up here with it. I can. So we'll drop that in. And then a bit of... Oh, we're not crushing the coal. So let me go and get a piece of crushed coal. Yep, there's a piece. Run this up, jump it up top, and drop it in. Nope, missed it somehow. There we go. Alright, let's see what's happening here. There's a screen. More coal is required. Yep, it's coming. In the meantime, are we getting anything out? Okay, something's happening. What's happened to the... Okay, that just drops a chunk of something. Yeah, you know what? Kind of thinking that maybe I should do all three of them. We're going to use those molds. So I'm just finishing up these lines and then get two of the casting molds and pick them up. Ah, darn, I've missed out on a potential steel. Oh, that's iron. Okay, that, unless, no, it looks exactly the same as iron. All right, well, we'll put that in Can I? Please? Put that in there? Yep. So maybe if there isn't enough coal, then it just makes iron. That's fine. I mean, there isn't much coming through right now, so it doesn't really matter. And we still don't have much coal. Yep. Coal is the problem. I need to bring more coal in. Look at that. Wait. Oh, of course there's not enough coal coming through. This one's not even connected in. Well, that was bright. So we'll get a merger, and we'll put it like that. And we were going to do a walled belt, but we'll just do that. Now, I don't know if this needs to be... Well, I don't know if the coal needs to be crushed, but we'll find out. Okay, here comes the coal. And that little gauge is going up, so that's saying that it's warm enough, and now it's making steel. Okay, so the next batch that comes out will be steel, hopefully. How are we doing? Yeah, the temperature is still in the green. Now it just looks like it's waiting for iron. Cool, let's go up and have a look. I mean, it's only 2 miners, so yeah, it will be pretty slow. And they're being split. But this is a bit of a testing phase. I do like how the split is working. Is it going to let the next batch through? No, it's not splitting them very evenly. I thought a smart splitter would be smarter. Okay, it should stay... No, it should let more... Alright, well, whatever. Eventually we'll have so much coming through. Oh, hold on. Is that steel? It is, and we got a steel rod. Very nice. What we actually need is steel plates. So I do need to make a change here. And without the actual machine, I wouldn't be able to. So let's hop in here. We want the rolling mill, purchase, and we'll go and plug that in, rotate it around, and there you go. Now we'll get some steel plates, hopefully. In the meantime, all of this is still working and still getting badly jammed up, but we have finished the copper, iron, and gold plates. So I can change this back, and then we're going to pick up everything here and just dump it. And there you go. We have a steel plate coming through. Is it proper steel? We'll find out soon enough. Yep, it is actually steel. So we're going, how is... oh no, coal's not keeping up. Alright, well I definitely need to up everything. And there will be lots of coal coming through eventually, because we're going to have coal coming through on the copper line. We'll have coal coming through on the gold line. There will be lots and lots of coal. But I think this is going to work. I hope I have enough space to do everything that I need before I get to the bin. But if not, I have an area over here, and I have an area over here. I'm going to have to redirect some lines, so the copper that's coming from there will have to wrap around and go to that side somehow. And we'll go and sort out a whole bunch of mines. But just to keep things nice, I will put in some more lights. Make sure that this place is well lit. Okay, that has already got one. Can I put a light in between these two? I can. I mean, it looks a bit silly, but you can do it. And what I might do here is get another couple of machines. Since we are doing this, we might as well. So we'll need another rod extruder and another rolling mill, and we'll purchase those, and then we'll put those in on the iron line. So, rod extruder first, rotate, oh, I missed one. Rotate it, and it's in, and we get the roller. We'll take 3 out and put this in like that. Cool. Well, now we're making plates, we're making pipes, and I think we can carry this on down the line. If I've measured this all out correctly, which I think I have, I can fit 2 more machines in, one for copper, one for gold. All the coal from those ones will head out down in this direction, so we'll have one place for all the coal. Coal can come down this line, and it can do some fun stuff with the shaker tables, those guys. And we just got a diamond out of that one. Cool. But it does look like we are going to be very slow on the steel until I've got everything else connected up. Pretty sure I could connect the gold in and move the gold production, although I do need more money to be able to buy this furnace. It's another 32,000. So give me a moment to build up some cash, and I'll start planning all the belts. Okay, I have everything ready for the gold and the copper. Haven't connected any of it in. I did bring another couple of miners in over here, and I have added them by going up here and dropping them onto the belt to feed into that sorter. So that has increased the steel a fair bit now, because if we have a look over here, it's in the green, and it's staying in the green. So that is working. Awesome. It's going to take me quite a while to save the money for the other 2 smelters. So for now, I'm going to let this run. But in the meantime, we are sort of ticking up. We'll get 3 research tickets once we've got 200 steel plates. We just got another one. We've met all the other requirements. But yeah, I've had to spend money to get all of these things. So the money didn't go up as quickly as I'd liked. But I think that's probably something we can tackle in the next episode. I think I have enough space. Because once we've done the rod extruding, that'll go into, I think it's a lathe that threads it. And then on the plate side, it would go into the pipe making machine, which I have forgotten the name of. The pipe roller. Yeah, there's the threading lathe. There's a cluster breaker as well. Uses a strong jaw to efficiently reduce ore clusters and geodes. Okay, there's geodes. And then we can get to the casting mold for the gears and the double ingot casting mold. Yeah, we're going okay. So those huge chunks, those are clusters, those big chunks that we found before. In the meantime, the money is coming in, so we are fine. And I'll be replacing a lot of these belts. These are working. I haven't seen anything falling off the belts around here yet. And I did switch this from making plates because we didn't need this anymore. And I think maybe, yeah, maybe I'll remove this polisher and put it over here. So let's do that. There. And then all of this stuff will be polished as well, so we'll make more money out of it. Yeah, that'll all go through. We'll have polished steel stuff. Perfect. But yeah, this, like I said, is completely temporary. And we have a little belt highway coming through here. So I'm going to let this run a little bit between episodes. We'll get the money sorted out. I'll start routing belts in the meantime. Something like what I've done with this. And I can bring them high enough over that I might be able to just drop them in behind. Especially the copper, because the copper comes from this side. Yeah, this belt I haven't connected in because I don't have anything to process the copper yet. But if I leave it a few minutes, then I'll have enough money to go and buy another smelter. So we can add that to cart. I don't think I'm going to have enough for all the molds. Oh, I do. So we'll get that. And then I can come over here, put this in. It's going to need to go there, rotate, and fit in there. Alright, obviously I can't see the screens, but I don't think it matters that much. And then we can put these in, and that is the last one. And then I'll be able to connect the copper up. I already have the filters set, and all I need to do is plug it in. And I did make a mistake. This belt is not supposed to drop down to there. I think I was going to bring it over and maybe drop it in over here somewhere. Anyway, we'll figure that out in the next episode. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. I need a whole lot more money just to get that last one. Once that's done, I think we'll be swimming in cash. The production will be really, really high. And I still need to get these gems across to somewhere. I haven't decided exactly where they are happening yet. But I do know that I can... hold on, let me just make sure. Yep, I can take this one out. This polisher. And I'll use that over here. I don't have to buy another one of those at least. And then let me know in the comments if the crushed coal is any better than the regular coal. Do I need to crush it? Is it a good idea to crush it? Because I've got enough space here, I can stick a crusher in if I need to. But there you go, there's my little design. And hopefully it works out well. Looks like I still have space that I can work with. But I will need better conveyors. These roller conveyors will come. At the moment, this is all working fine. Oh look, we got a ruby. Actually, I think I'm going to steal that one because I might want to use it as a filter somewhere. So, yeah, we'll dump it with the rest of our stuff that I don't know what to do with. But there you go. Thank you very much for joining me, and until the next time, cheers!